Hey everyone! Welcome to Midday Plays Live. I'm your host, Mindy with Tiffany Mantz. She is ready to go. Look at her, all bright, shiny. Yeah,
Yes,
ready to go, right?
bushy-tailed, been up since the crack of dawn. Actually, since it was dark out. So, yeah, I'm ready to go today.
All right, good. I feel like you're in a good mood today, since we kind of had a crappy weekend with picks. What a crazy NFL day. I do see there were some cappers that, had some wins yesterday. I just unfortunately was not one of them.
But at least we had a decent game to watch last night too. I feel like the Cowboys are actually, I hate to say it, looking pretty good this year.
Right.
But there's still a few weeks left, and I don't expect Dak to finish the season. He's probably going to get hurt here soon.
Look at CD Lamb run routes. The guy is just able to get open. He's been very, very impressive this season.
I know he's always an easy anytime touchdown scorer if you're doing like some same game parlays. And you know what? Like this weekend, I was really good at all my anytime touchdown scorer picks, but the easy shit I would lose, and I'm like, what the hell?
I know.
So it was just a crazy day.
I saw one of the worst beats yesterday was Josh Allen over 35 yards rushing, right? So he was at 35, but when he went to kneel down, he lost a yard. Backed it up, lost the yard. So those fools didn't get their money. That's terrible. Like, it just kind of sometimes the way the old ball bounces, I guess. What did you think about the Chiefs game there, Chiefs and Bills?
Again, I want to blame the refs, but they just. I feel like the last 2 weeks again we could blame the refs, but it's the Chiefs. Like, don't get in that position to make the refs decide the game for you.
Well, again, he was clearly offsides, and they have said in the past that they have given these as warnings, but you saw. After the game, the head official said that they have actually called it 11 times this season when it was only 2 last year and 1 the year before. So they're no longer just going ahead and giving out the warnings, right?
And then they called it again in the Dallas game.
Yeah,
I'm guessing they had a conversation. Like, if
did you see that? I didn't see anything on that call that they called. I did not see anyone in the neutral zone either way there.
Well, here's a question for people who've played real football, because sometimes you look at those guys and you're like, how can you not tell that you're way in front of the ball? Maybe it's just because the way they look at it. But some of those times I'm like, how did they not notice that they're
that you're this far over the ball? Like, you would think after all this time of playing. Yeah,
you think when you would look to see where the ball is, you're like, oh, it's behind me. I should scoot back a little. But but maybe it's harder to tell in the situation. I don't know. I always think that's kind of a weird thing, though.
Right. And so, yeah, you guys, hey, thanks again for joining us for Midday Plays Live. We are here Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Please go ahead, subscribe, to get the latest notifications. I'm guessing the bark collar is working really well.
The shot collar is almost louder than the bark sometimes.
Yeah, I can hear the bing, and then it's
the morning track.
But he doesn't even care because he has so much hair. So Tiffany has a great Pyrenees. So the dog is huge. And the neighbors sometimes complain about the barking dog. I just think it's a dog, and it's not like it lasts for 5 hours, right?
Yeah, it just happens to be at 5 o'clock in the morning while everybody's sleeping, but whatever.
But hey, guys, if you're ever in any trouble, you need a little bit of betting advice, right? You can get over here to Tony'sPicks.com, where you can find the hottest internet cappers around. You can see Daniel still totally killing it. Yesterday, for the last 7 days, for the last 30 days, just been crushing Vegas there. Nick's been on fire. Pravi had a big day. Then, of course, we had Nick and Ramon there as well. So you guys, again, all you got to do, it's real easy. You just kind of go ahead and click on your favorite capper, or you have this little, I was like, I'm trying to.
You can do it.
I'm like, what's my problem? Oh, I haven't logged in. I will log you in, Tiffany. I'm going to log you in so I can show your plays. Goodness, I'm having trouble. All right, I'll get it here eventually. Here's my cappers. Man, it's been a long day, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, you can log in. You can then go to the All Cappers page, and I'm trying to find Tiffany because she's all logged in. There she is. I find her. Ruth, being all crazy.
Dude, calm down.
Yeah, now my dogs are all
barking.
barking. Yeah. So, hey, I finally got into Tiffany's site here. So you can see that she has an NHL guaranteed 3-pack of plays. You got the profit guaranteed in there for only $25. So again, if Tiffany doesn't win, you get your money back, right? Tiffany also has NBA guaranteed 5-pack of plays, again, for only $35. So again, the more picks that you purchase there as well means that you actually go ahead and put more money back in your pocket. Then you can see she has a guaranteed NFL best bet that starts in just 7 hours. And of course, you got Tiffany's 3-day all sports smasher, and you can get that for only $99. And with the one in orange there, that is profit guaranteed. So if she doesn't win, you get your money back. And then the others in yellow are already at a discounted price. So for 3 days, you get all of Tiffany's plays. And I think, Tiffany, you average about what? 9 to 11, it looks like you average about that many plays per day. So you're definitely going ahead and getting your money's worth. Gets them back down to like $2 to $3 per play. So make sure you pick up one of Tiffany's packages because she's ready to win tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, I got a good parlay picked out. I'm planning to win. Again, it's gonna be a good night. I'm gonna make up what I lost this weekend.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. That's just what we do. That's just what we do. All right. Well, I'll give a little bit of a teaser here. I'll do a little bit of NHL because there's not many games. And then you can go ahead and do your same game parlay. Then I'll come back with the NBA. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So did you have any thoughts? I didn't ask you about the Army-Navy game.
The Army-Navy game. Well, my husband is a Navy vet.
Right. So
we always root for them. But I feel like it was pretty wild with over under. I mean, I think that's where you're going here. I think we did hit the under by a half point. Right. By some crazy, there was a safety, and then there was should have been a touchdown, but I think they stopped them.
They held them when they could not do a 2-yard tush push, I guess, right?
That's one of those that you when you're watching it, you're like, there's no way I'm gonna win this. And then
right. How are they gonna hold them out here on like 4th and goal, right? All right. Well, hey, let's the good thing is we did well in hockey yesterday. So there is some bright side. There was no NBA yesterday, so getting ready to go back at it. But today, let's kind of go ahead and start off with the Coyotes and the Sabres. I do like the Coyotes today. They're the underdog. You get some plus money today, so that's pretty exciting. I got them at plus 114. So my $100 gets me $114. It will be amazing when I win this one. And then we have the Maple Leafs and the Islanders. Like the Maple Leafs going over the total today. I'm going to take the Maple Leafs Islanders over the 6. Then it's everyone's favorite team, the Red Wings versus the Stars. I've always kind of been a little bit of a Stars fan. I like the Stars. I like the Kraken. I like the Edmonton Oilers only because I used to play Blades of Steel on Nintendo. Flip the pass. Flip the pass. Flip the pass. So I'm going to take the Red Wings on the puck line today. The Stars are pretty heavy favorites, but the Red Wings, geez, they've just been playing really well. They're 14-8 versus a 15-8 Stars team. Give me the Red Wings on the puck line. And then the last one, the Flames and the Avalanche. Heck yeah, give me the Avalanche at home. I don't care if it's sitting at minus 175. I think they'll get it done today. What's going on over there?
No idea.
Do you have squirrels crawling up your screen door?
Not today, but something happened and the dogs all jumped. It made me jump. I don't know.
All right. Well, hey, there's the NHL picks. Again, a small slate. I give you, my best plays on there. go ahead and Tiffany, I'm ready for your same game parlays. Are you
So-
going one or two with these? Weird matchups?
I'm gonna give it the old razzle dazzle and give a combination.
Combo. There we go.
Um,
All right.
But I knew there was 2 football games on tonight, but I still think it's crazy that they're on at the same time and
Yeah,
they're
they don't like stagger it
competing
like
against
whatsoever.
each other. Like, I think this is insane. But the good news is we get to watch it at your house, so we can watch both still.
Yeah, but especially though, like when there wasn't much going on say Saturday, why didn't they play some? Some then? I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna get that next week though, right?
6 and 1 at 8. You know what I mean? Like, at least stagger them a little bit. I don't know. I just think and especially when it's like everybody's in a fight for viewership, and they're on the same network or they're owned by the same people, so then you're going to compete against yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do you hear Zeus, Whitney? Do you hear Zeus?
There's currently a begging strips commercial on TV, so he's
he's
getting excited.
All right, chatting at the commercial.
Yes, he's talking to the dogs on TV, saying,
Yeah,
"Get out
Whitney
of my
had
house."
the pepperoni this morning. The pepperoni.
Oh, I like the pepperonis. Well, the human version.
Everyone says they're spoiled because they get to ride to Starbucks to get pup cups.
I don't think that makes them spoiled. It's just they're
Yeah.
our babies.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, mine get to go they know in the morning that I take the kids to school and they ride with me. And I feel like Zeus with his dog head hanging out the window, he just puts smiles on everybody's faces. It starts everybody's day great.
So yeah, we got the Dolphins and the Titans and the Packers and the Giants in Lambeau Field tonight. We invited our Green Bay Packer fan over tonight, but they have to do kid homework, whatever. So more food for us. That's all I know.
That's right. And more recliner space for us.
Exactly.
But anyway, so what what I'm looking at? I do it every time. I'm taking Tyreek Hill as an anytime scorer. I feel like dude's almost a lock every time. But he's had a TD in 7 of his last 8 games. They're going to be throwing the ball today. So I think we can count on Tyreek getting in the end zone. With that, I'm looking at Tua with 30-plus pass attempts. He's averaging 34 over the last 4 games. I think that's a pretty good bet. I would take him with at least 1 touchdown, but I couldn't find that anywhere. So I'm skipping that from my list. But obviously with Tyreek getting a touchdown, and you can count on that probably being a pass.
That is true, right? I guess that's true.
But it's over 2.5 for him for touchdowns. And again,
we'll find an alternate line somewhere. We'll have to check it out.
And you just never know because they get in the red zone, they're going to give it to a running back. You know what I mean? So some of those are tough. I don't like saying he's going to get 3 passing touchdowns, or I'm not going to bet it. So I also got my boy Derrick Henry. He's been one of my fantasy backs for as long as I can remember.
Right.
I'm taking him for over 39.5 rushing. He's had over 40 in all but 3 games this season. I think that's a pretty safe bet. And then same thing, like I said, if the Dolphins get in that red zone, I'm taking Mostert over 39.5 rushing yards as well. He's had 65 or more in the last 6 games in a row. So again, I'm kind of looking conservative, but those are my 4 bets for that game. So Tyreek anytime scorer, Derrick Henry over 39.5 rushing, Mostert over 39.5, and then 30-plus passing attempts.
Okay.
And then for that other game, I'm also looking, to me, I'm trying to stay a little conservative. I want to make some money today. I'm taking Jordan Love with 1 passing touchdown. He's had 22 touchdowns in his 12 games. He's really turned out to be quite the ball slinger, so I think he's going to be throwing it around today. I'm taking Jaden Reed with 3 or more receptions. He's had 3 or more in the last 7 games, but with Aaron Jones and Watson out, I think he's probably going to be one of the favorite targets today. And then on the other side, I'm taking Saquon with 2+ receptions. He's actually a pretty good little receiver for a running back. He's had 4 or more receptions in his last 7 Monday night games. So I'm taking him with the 2+ receptions. If I put those lucky 7 legs into a parlay, it's a +753 for me on BetMGM. That's with a little booster. I think it's 502 without the booster.
Heck yeah. Nice.
But yeah, so I'm like, I think this, like I said, I like this a lot. I feel like it's pretty conservative, but it's enough with the 7 legs that we can make a little bit of money.
Perfect. Yeah, and of course, you guys, we're just giving you hints. So if there's something that you like more, but we give you, I would say, probably more conservative same game parlays, because we want to make sure that you go ahead and win with those boosters that these sports books give you, right? I mean, that's kind of our goal.
Yep, and Ron kind of made some notes here. Like, I agree. I like those Dolphins. And again, Tyreek, you can usually count on him, but like 80 is a lot. So to me, that's a little bit more risky than, but I like it. I think he's certainly going to, he's easily a 100-yard guy every game.
Oh yeah, I wrote down something here with, I thought I did anyway. I was looking. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down, but it was something like Reed's another one that I think he's been in kind of an anytime touchdown scorer or something. Here, let me bring that up. That was just because I didn't think that was the case, right? Like, I saw that stat and it just didn't seem quite right to me. I think I have it here. Jaden Reed has scored the first touchdown in 2 of the Packers' last 3 games. I don't even remember Reed doing that. Wasn't it Dobbs that was? Oh, of course, I guess it's 2 of the last 3.
So yeah, so it would have been against Detroit and Pittsburgh, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah. And he says, scored 1 touchdown in the Packers' last 5 road games as well. But yeah, I just didn't think of Reed doing that much here this season. So those stats kind of surprised me a little bit when I checked him out.
Yeah, but that's what I said. I think he's kind of emerging as one of the leaders out there. So, and I think Love likes him. So I think he's a good target.
Cool. All right. So did you have any thoughts on the in-season NBA tournament that ended with the Lakers winning by 14 over the Pacers?
Well, I'm glad it's over. Because again, I feel like for us, like we just don't care for those tournaments. I feel like our stats we talk about it all the time, that I feel like our stats are not quite on point as they are just on regular season. So I'm glad to get it rolling. I want to start betting on NBA. Like, I'm going to start putting much money that way. So we need to get them into their regular season.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, I just kind of feel like when it came to this time, it just has skewed all of our numbers. So I kind of feel like we kind of use like a 3 or 4 day rolling average. So by the end of the week, I think we can get back at doing the over-unders, because we've been pretty successful with that. It's just that we've been kind of laying off. And then it's weird because it's the same thing for NFL. There's been so much turnover on these quarterbacks this season. I don't remember anything like this, that there's been so much uncertainty at one of those major positions like that.
Well, I know. And I feel like there's some weeks, like, I got to look up and be like, who's going to be the quarterback today for, the Browns, or like, you know what I mean? Or like, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's crazy.
Yes, it's been pretty wild. All right. So, I mean, I went ahead and had some, 2-team parlays. I was trying to be smart, right? So I was taking some larger money line hockey and putting them with a plus 13 for the Pacers. And I totally got beat up when it went to 14. And I had a guy for the Pacers. I don't remember who it is. He was on the free throw line because they were all the scrubs pretty much at that time. Went to, put in basket number 2, which would have put the spread right at 13. And I would have been perfectly fine with all my pushes. But instead he missed. And then after that, there was like 40 seconds left or 30 seconds. Lakers went down and just kind of ran the clock out, right? Ran the shot clock out. So here comes Mr. I don't know who it is for the Pacers. That kind of dribbles around. You can see the clock going for 3, 2, hits 1, then he shoots it, sinks it, but didn't make it in time, which would have made me cover as well.
Yeah.
So it was that kind of week for me, I think. So we need to buckle down today and get back on track.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to do here with the NBA. So I'm going to give you some of my favorites. If you want my best of the best plays, you have to go out there on Tony'sPicks.com and you can pick up my 5-pack of plays. But here's kind of what I'm looking at. So, for me and Tiffany, we do modeling, right? We do talent and coaching. We do rolling averages. We also do kind of a hybrid model, right? And we do things like predict money line, spread, and totals victories. So today we're going to look at the biggest talent spread gaps, right? So we're looking at, that would be the Timberwolves and the Kings have the biggest spread talent gap of the day. So that means you take the Kings on the spread and you take the Timberwolves there on the spread if you wish to do so. But yeah, if we're just looking at literally just talent and coaching, if putting a team up against a team, that team would be Ron's team. It's the Bucks. They're sitting at 30.6 today on our scale. Basically, what we play is, say, 10 and above. So when it's sitting at a 30.6, it's like screaming at us. That would be, of course, to take the Bucks on the money line, right? I know that's a very obvious play for today. So again, you can go ahead and look at taking the Bucks with something else today, or you could go ahead and take the Bucks on the spread. I feel like I'm gonna call you out. I think Tiffany took that play. Taking the Bucks minus 11, something like that. I don't usually like to play those bigger spreads, but it's just kind of how you feel on the day. What if you think the Bucks are going to cover it, modeling says so. How about that? And Ron, I think they definitely cover, for sure. Other than that, let's do a couple of totals. Like the Pacers game to go under today, have that going under by quite a few points. So you can take a look at that. If you like it, you could go ahead and do consensus with us there. And then like the Raptors game over the total. So there is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 best.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5 best-ish plays on the day. Because I'm not giving out my premiums out there. But I'm going to go ahead and give out my next best bets. These are, again, ones that like the spreads are a little bit high, but what can a girl do, really?
Exactly.
And Ron says, he says the Bucks are going to cover for sure, and he likes the Pacers -7 to get back on track.
All right.
So I think I need a iced gingerbread oat milk latte.
Christmas latte sounds wonderful.
I know it's weird, but it's basically like if you have a bowl of oatmeal, which was always a treat for us, right? Like, because we always grew up with cold cereal, but every once in a while, Grandma would be over there making us oatmeal, and then you put the milk and sugar on it. So if I used to drink the milk and sugar out of the bowl, right? This is exactly what this drink tastes like. So it's like kind of old home week for me. I kind of feel like.
Yeah,
it is nostalgic. But you guys, again, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. You never want to miss us when we go live and miss this like crazy, conversations that you just miss.
I mean, and the dog barking is just an added bonus.
I know. I remember on the live show, people would be like, "Can you shut those dogs up?" I'll be like, "What? I don't understand. I don't even notice it."
I don't hear anything.
And like once you have babies and you have crying babies, you just don't notice it as much as
exactly. Like I can ignore anything.
Hey, want to say hi to Adrian? What's up? How have you been? How have you been? I'm glad that you guys, I can see all you guys out there watching, but not everyone always comments. We like it.
When you comment. It gives us something you listen
to chat about. I know. I'm always like, hey, why don't you guys comment? And Tiffany's like, oh, don't worry about it. They're just listening, doing other things. I know a lot of you guys just listen while you're at work or lunch, and we just appreciate that for sure.
Exactly. Yes. Like I said, because that's me coming from somebody who's usually working and doing 3 things at once. Or 2 things at once, like Travis Kelce. So that way,
that's what we're doing tonight for Monday Night Football.
2 things at once.
2 things at once. What?
Ooh, I want to be in the Bahamas.
What? From the Bahamas? Oh man, it's like literally. What's the temperature? I'm gonna look at my phone real quick.
It's like balmy 40 degrees.
39 degrees. Yeah. And I'm super bummed because here, I'll go ahead and I'll do this real quick for us.
At least we got some sun shining today. It's not just gray.
How about the
Look,
beach?
we're on the beach.
How about that? How about the beach?
I love it.
We can pretend for a second that we are in the Bahamas.
That's the dream.
I actually think this is a picture from Grand Cayman Islands, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was like, can I should just remove us so everyone can see the fun beach.
Yes, maybe we should exit with a beach scene. That's why we're winning this money, though, because I'm saving money for my trip we're taking in June.
That's right. Here, let's see if I could ditch myself from the cam. Tiffany cam. Nope, it won't do it. Oh, man, I thought it would. Maybe, yeah. I don't know how I just get the background. I guess we have to leave, right? If I remove Tiffany. Bye, Tiffany. And if I remove Mindy.